What screams poorly educated? When you're in an argument, and the person you are arguing with thinks they are winning because they keep interrupting you and won't let you talk. Drives me up a wall. Using buzzwords without knowing what they mean, especially when you ask them to clarify what they are talking about, and they continue regurgitating the same buzzwords. Reading a headline and thinking you now know the whole story. If this post gets 200,000 shares, big corporation will donate a kidney to this brave little girl in desperate need. Actually commenting and sharing a FB post to win a custom RV because the last person they tried to give the prize to was underage, so couldn't accept, or anything of that ilk. Treating people who speak with an accent like they're ignorant or inferior. These people are literally communicating to you in a second language to them. A refusal to admit that you're wrong or don't know something. An inability to objectively analyze something, an article, an opinion, etc. Having pride in not knowing something. Bragging about not reading. Everybody that calls me a loser. I will never understand flat earthers. You can literally see the curvature of Earth depending on where you are. I don't like to criticize people for lack of education because not everyone is afforded the same opportunities, but I am astonished at the amount of people who have gone to school and everything in it seems to have rolled off of them like water off a raincoat. There's grown-ass adults who have no grasp of really basic concepts taught in middle or primary school, or who can barely read or write in their native language despite having graduated high school. Thinking that getting a pay raise means you'll make less money because you are in a higher tax bracket. Believing literally everything from the internet. Worse, spreading online news. Not wanting your kids to do better than you. Lack of critical thinking and dismissal of science and the scientific method. Edit. I find the facepalm award hilarious. Every single internet math problem. Taking social media influences seriously. Refusing to hear or analyze data. Confusing someone's level of formal education and their intelligence. The inability to understand nuance. Everything's very simple and easy to understand, and they think you're mental if you try to describe the shades of gray. Building a submarine out of expired carbon fiber. Alpha male. 99 of our customers recommend us. Yeah. Because the people who didn't like your company are no longer customers. Using stuff read on Facebook as a basis of your actions and beliefs. I seen that on TV. Flat Earth. Wanting to defund education. Not questioning everything at least a little bit. Refusal to put themselves in anyone else's shoes. Constantly downplaying others' education and achievements to prove their own intelligence. Writing I should have done something. Flat earthers. People who litter. People who can't follow simple traffic rules. People who are impolite to minimum wage workers. Basically, inconsiderate people with zero civic sense. There. Degrading education to the point of bragging about your own ignorance. Mocking someone speaking in broken English. Being really loud for no reason. Willful ignorance. Poor grammar. The entire Q thing. Trying to tell subject matter experts that they're wrong about their SM. Please. keep telling me about how I'm wrong about the exact thing I got a degree for while you watched a video that is more valuable than my piece of paper. See how far that gets you. Claiming you know all about something really advanced that requires years of teaching and practice. Law, medicine, science, engineering, all because you watched a few shitty YouTube videos that only confirmed your bias. And you're certain you must be correct because a few famous people have the same opinion. Choosing to hate something they don't know anything about. Hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I really wanted to tell you about a product that changed my life. You can work for the company from home and earn lots of money if you prove your loyalty. All you need to do is get others to join in. Being proud of not reading. Lack of understanding of basic historical scientific facts. Many people conflate deficient critical thinking skills with being poorly educated or unintelligent. In my experience, though, the level of education or overall intelligence does not necessarily indicate proficiency in critical thinking or the ability to engage in logical reasoning. Thinking that education is about what to think rather than how to think. Kardashian fan. People who lack critical thinking skills and the ability to work independently. Having no basic geography knowledge. My Uncle Jim. He's honestly the world's last caveman. Do your own research, or I did my own research. Among my educated friends, some who actually are in research, no one actually says that out loud. Because they don't need to say that out loud. If there's a Confederate flag flying outside of your house. Being a flat earther or anti-vaxxer. You use air quotes whenever you say the word scientists. Demanding simple solutions to complex problems. Traditional names spelled uniquely. Elizabeth. Gossip. Everything is a conspiracy theory. Social media posts with bad spelling and grammar. We should support Russia. Confederate flag apparel, overtly patriotic, truck nuts. Saying I could care less. Naming your kid some horrendous name with insane spelling. Casey, Maverick, or any other abomination just screams I am stupid. Putting your bare feet up while on a plane. The science is settled. Science is a methodology, not a state of being. There may be scientific consensus, but that consensus is always subject to upset by new evidence or new data. Scientific consensus is wrong about as often as it is right. More so as you go deeper and deeper into things. I can't say why, but car truck windows with all the decals and text. Little sayings and death tributes. Having children before getting your own life in order. Thinking education ends with a plaque or a certificate. Thirst for knowledge should be unquenchable. Being a proud boy. Having a strong opinion about everything. It's worse than a lack of criticalness, the complete abandonment of common sense. Thinks a person's worth is tied to their income study level. People who judge a place or people without ever having been or interacted. Basically stereotypes. My mother absolutely hated Texas. She'd never been, and I have no idea what her deal was other than not being at all well traveled. But yeah, she hated it and could never say why. She had dementia and was still pissed when I moved to Austin in 2008. I've also dealt with a high volume of people along the East Coast who talk shit about California. And again, have never been. I lived in various states and it is always a learning experience and has made my life just that much better.